Welcome to the Vegas show, and today we are going to be discussing a very popular manhwa webtoon, and we're going to be explaining what a manhwa is, which is very similar to a manga, but there's a couple differences. There has been a manhwa going around online, illegal versions of it, legit versions of it. It's on Tappy Tunes. This manhwa, very popular. Hands down the number one around. And yeah, we will be doing a review about it. So this manhwa is solo leveling. Before we get into it, let me explain what a manhwa is. A manhwa is like a manga. A manga is like a comic book. So manhwa is from Korea, what the word for comic is. Manga, same thing. And in the United States, we call them comics. There's a different medium that they use. Like it's a different style from the US to Japan to Korea. So manhwa, usually most of the popular ones of what I've seen or what have been translated to like English or to the American audience is on these apps or websites that you could get on your phone, and you just scroll through it. It's mostly up and down, and it just makes everything so smooth to read. It took a while for me to get used to manhwas, but after a while, I started to get addicted to them. I'd probably say I probably enjoy them more than your standard comic book or your standard manga. So let's get into it. Solo Leveling from Korea. The author name is, excuse my pronunciation, Chugong. I might have to probably find out the real way to pronounce that. The studio that came out with is Dubu Red Dice Media. So this manhwa was serialized 2018, and it just blew up ever since. So what is this manhwa about? So the manhwa starts off with a character that's in this world, just a regular world, but I guess about 10 years ago, there's these portals that opened up, and you could go into the portals and then start fighting monsters. And if you went there and you died in there, you died in real life. There was different type of classes that you could go into, and so on, and you level up. So the main character joins up with the team and is actually considered really weak in the beginning, and is just trying to earn money. Is considered one of the weakest characters, and they go into this weird level, that usually doesn't pop up, and spoiler alert, everybody gets basically killed. He somehow survives, and then at the end of it, he gets a booster that says that it could level itself, or he could level by himself, hence solo leveling. While everybody usually travels in groups to be more successful, it's unheard of having somebody go by themselves and take everything out. The story starts off like that, and he tries to keep everything toned down, that nobody knows much about him, or he doesn't want anybody to know much about him, and because the higher ups or the high level players are very famous in this world. But yeah, as freaking levels keep happening, he levels up, and then weird stuff happens. The manhwa is pretty damn good. I definitely see what the attraction's about, and there is different characters and characters based on different countries. I will say though that there is I know that this manhwa was created in Korea, so you see kind of some bias between Korea Koreans and Japanese. It's pretty funny to see. Yeah, I think that's all I got to say from it. It's another thing too. I've seen the books. This is the first manhwas that I've seen in actual local stores. So you know that this thing is blowing up when you actually have books that are with the mangas, with your typical Barnes and Nobles or your typical comic book shop. But yeah, they're serializing the books. There's a lot of strong rumors about a anime coming out. So you got to know this, that the studio that made this was pretty small. The company, the publishers were pretty small, so they didn't really have that as much connections as your big heads like webtoons have. So trying to get a reach of them, trying to get this made into an anime. There's, like I said, there's that whole Korea and Japan bias. So trying to get something made in Japan, I'm sure that would be hard. But yeah, there are a lot of strong rumors that they're gonna get this made into an anime. I'm pretty sure they will. I also saw that there's a video game that's being developed by a Korean company. I know that Korea is not much of a console country, so I'm all about that console. So that's in the works too. So yeah, expect a lot from this series in the future or in the near future. Big news coming up. What else can I say? So I got my own manhwa coming out, and if you guys want to follow, I will definitely be giving updates and doing some type of launch soon. But yeah, follow, like, and subscribe, and you'll hear more about the project. Thank you.